Hey guys, what is up? It's Chris, and you already know we stan. So for today's video, it's just going to be a story time about, I was trying to think of a funny story I could tell you guys that was kind of funny but also entertaining. So I decided to go with why I stopped wearing tighty whities. And if you don't know what tighty whities are, I'll put a picture of them on the screen. Also, is my hair really about to keep being annoying? That's why I wear headbands now, because my hair is getting so long that I don't want to keep touching it. I just want it to like stay. Okay, whatever. Hopefully that looks okay. Anyways, I wrote down the whole story, so it's on my phone. So if I keep looking down at my phone, that's why. Okay. So basically, I wore tighty whities up until 2nd grade, which is where the story begins, and I'm about to explain why. So it all started on a family skiing trip. We were going up to the mountains for a little weekend trip during the winter. It was probably school vacation, something, I don't know. Anyways, I didn't have my own skis, so I had to go rent them. So we walk into the store, and the store owner is like, I don't know what he was doing, but he had like this pair of skis, and he was like messing around with them, like fiddling with them, I guess just fixing them. And you know, a little bit of foreshadowing here, but those are the skis that I ended up renting because they were my size. My brothers both got their own pair of skis too. My parents had their own, so then we left. So anyways, they were working fine. I fell on them a few times, and like when you fall with skis, they're supposed to like, it's like a boot and a ski, and the ski part unclips, like it unlatches so that you don't get hurt, basically. So anyways, my dad and I decided to take a gondola up to like the tippity top of the mountain. Usually you take like a chairlift just like up to a certain height, and then you just ski down whatever you want. A gondola is like, it actually takes like 10 minutes. It's all closed in, and you go all the way to the top of the mountain, and then you ski all the way down like the different trails, and it takes pretty long. So we did this on like the 2nd day, so I was a little bit experienced, like I could handle it. And so we're on the ride down. I was doing okay. Some of the trails were like kind of steep for me, and I was like a little scared, but I was like, you know, like in 2nd grade, I forget how old I was, but I was like, yo, I got this, let's go. The snow was also a little bit fluffy, so not really the best for skiing depending on who you are, but yeah. Anyways, so I was going, skiing. I think I fell like twice, and then one time I was still like near the top of the mountain, and so I fell and like I twisted my leg, except this time the ski didn't unlatch like it was supposed to, and so basically I twisted my leg around like 3 times, and all I remember hearing was 3 really loud cracks. So my ski was still on, and my leg was just there like on the ground, literally like it twisted around, but like my body stayed forwards, and it was like and then I was just like, immediately I was just like, and I started crying. Yikes. So the worst part, or maybe not the worst part, but a bad part was I was still at the top of the mountain pretty much. So a lot of people would come down. My dad obviously found me like right after, and he was like, no. And then people kept coming down, and they were like, hey, are you okay? And we were like, no, and they had to ski all the way down to the bottom of the mountain so they could tell someone that we were up here. So it obviously took a while, and I just had to sit there in the snow crying with my leg that had like cracked 3 times. And obviously I stopped crying eventually, but still, like, just yikes. So yeah, eventually a guy with a sled came. He said it was the last sled of the day because apparently everyone was getting hurt that day. So I literally remember he came up finally, well, he finally arrived, and he was like, I'll try and make the ride down as bumpy as possible, trying to make me laugh or smile, but I didn't think it was funny at all. I was just like, okay, like, just like but yeah, I still remember like riding down in the sled, like I was just like sitting there like this, and like just going down. I don't know. So now we're finally getting to the part that made me realize I never want to wear tighty whities again. And it's not even like that bad, but it's just kind of funny. So they brought me into like the hospital part of the skiing slope, and clearly, if you couldn't tell already, my leg was broken, and I broke my tibia, which is the bigger bone in your leg. So also, yikes. And it was almost cracked all the way in half. I remember there was like this much of it. Like the bone was probably like this big, and there was like this much where the bone like wasn't broken. It was just yikes. Yeah, so they didn't want to take my pants off normally, and not that it even mattered if they would just take my pants off or what, but instead they had to cut my pants off. And actually, I remember the day before I left, I had these pants, and for some reason they were bad luck, but I was like, I'm gonna wear them anyway. I remember when I was packing them, I was like, these are bad luck, because something bad happened in them before, and so I wore them, and then they ended up having to get cut off, and then there's me sitting there in the hospital in my tighty whities, just with a broken, like splinted up leg. And I remember just sitting there like in my underwear, and it was so awkward because anytime people would walk by, the curtain was like open and they were just like looking at me, and I was just looking back like yeah, I'm wearing tighty whities. And then I don't know, ever since that happened, I was just like, yeah, I'm not wearing tighty whities anymore. I'm wearing boxers now, or boxer briefs. And then I never wore tighty whities again. Yeah. I don't know why it was so embarrassing, because it's not like I was fully naked or anything, but I just don't really think I had ever been in the position where I was just in my underwear in front of random people. And I don't know, I felt like tighty whities, there's just something about them that's like, I wouldn't want to wear that. Like, I would rather have just been wearing boxers, but I don't know. Have you guys ever broken a bone? If you didn't know, I actually broke my arm, left arm, 3 times. Wait, no, was it right or left? No, it was left. I broke my left arm 3 times and my leg once, which is the story that I just told you. Guys, can I just say thank you really quick? Like, 2 of my videos in this month have been just going crazy, getting so many views, a lot of new subscribers. Thank you guys so much. We're already like really close to 15.5. Like, I just hit 15, so that's like crazy to me. Thank you guys so much. Also, I finally moved rooms, so now I actually have like a good place that I can record my videos instead of being down in the basement sharing a room with my brother. Maybe I'll do a room tour if you guys want to see that, but thank you guys so much for watching. StanChris, stay woke, peace.